Hi there, Carlos Scarpero here. Thank you so much for considering me to be your VA mortgage loan officer. I really appreciate it. You have a lot of choices out there for your VA loans, and I want to talk to you a little bit about some of your options and why you should consider working with me as your VA mortgage loan officer. I'm licensed in Ohio and Kentucky currently. Might get licensed in other states eventually. And I mostly work here in the Dayton market, sometimes the Cincinnati market as well. I really like working with our veterans, especially our Wright Pat veterans. Yay. Yeah. And so if you're thinking about getting a mortgage, you live here in the Dayton area or Cincinnati area or anywhere in Ohio, really, I would love to talk to you. So a little bit about me and why you should work with me. My specialty is the VA loan mortgage product. And it's really important that you do deal with a specialist when you're getting a VA mortgage, because each mortgage loan is completely different in how they're processed and what the requirements are. And if you're working with someone that's not a VA specialist, you might have problems. And so I like to think of the analogy kind of like if you're going to hire an F-16 bomber, someone to fly the F-16 plane, would you hire someone that drove the submarine last week? Of course not. You wouldn't. You would hire someone that flew the F-16 plane last week, because you want someone that knows how to fly the F-16 jet and knows what the heck they're doing. So same thing with mortgage loans. You want someone that has experience in VA loans, as a specialist at working with VA loans, and has a company behind them that also specializes in VA loans that's really good at what they do. And I think you'll find that working with me, you'll have those things. So why work with me? I mean, of course I'm gonna say work with me. I'm making money at this. Don't we all are trying to make a profit. So a little bit about me. I'm a graduate of the Military Mortgage Boot Camp. And so as you see this shirt, they give all the graduates of the Military Mortgage Boot Camp program. But it's more than that, because fewer than 1% of all loan officers in the United States today are graduates of this program. So it's a very elite group of loan officers that specialize in VA loans. And that's important. You want to work with someone that knows the VA loan program, understands the guidelines, and more importantly, understands all the updates that happen constantly with the VA loan program. If you're working with someone else that did a VA loan this week, a conventional loan next week, and a 2 or 3K loan the week after that, a non-conforming loan the week after that, they're not as dialed into the VA guidelines, if that makes sense. And so that's that. And so my branch manager is a guy named Michael Fisher, and he's actually the co-founder of this group, Military Mortgage Boot Camp, this training company. You can look him up online. And I directly report to him at a company called Ross Mortgage. Ross has been around since 1947, believe it or not. So we're definitely not a fly-by-night company. We're a company that's here to stay, and I think that you'll be impressed working with us. But specifically, Ross really loves working with veteran buyers. One of the things you'll find out about Ross Mortgage specifically is that we don't have any sort of underwriting or processing fees on our VA loans. And that's really important, because a lot of companies, unfortunately, will take advantage of veterans and charge high fees and closing costs and all kinds of stuff you don't want to deal with. And even worse, have incompetent people. And so you definitely want to think about that as you go through your process. Another thing is I am very active in our community. I've been here in Dayton for 24 years now. People call me Mr. Leeds because I just know so many people. And now that I've really dialed into the veterans market, I've gone to a lot of VA trade shows. I know about the VA softball tournament. I know those resources. If maybe you need something not VA related, but something veteran related that you might need help with, I can certainly help you with that. I'm all about helping whoever I talk to on the phone. And obviously I want to get that loan, but if I can't, I always will guide them in the right direction. Like, for example, there's somebody that called me the other day that he was unemployed, but he's a veteran. And I helped him go find those resources to find that job. I couldn't help him get a loan. He could qualify, but I found him those resources to find a job. And I'm also involved with a group called the Vet Discount Club. I'm actually the founder of that group. It's a website where people can get discounts locally for veteran related products and services. And so if you're here in the Dayton market and want to connect with local businesses that have discounts for veterans, be sure to check that out. Another thing to think about is availability. When do you want your loan officer to be available? Yeah, most of us that are good at this job are available quite often. It's pretty close to 24/7 business these days. My cell phone's right here on me pretty much all the time. And you can call it, text me. I'm available. I'm here to help. There's no press 1, press 2 for this, press 2 for that, all this nonsense that everybody else is doing. No, you call the phone, you text me, I find out the answer and I make it happen. You want that in a loan officer. You won't find that with the big companies, by the way. You'll get lost in a queue with people that oftentimes are undertrained and bait and switch and do all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's a little bit about me. I hope you consider me to be your loan officer. I'm here for you. Love to talk to you. Let's talk, let's connect, and let's see if we have an opportunity to work together. Thank you.